Hello friends, myself Atish Kumar and welcome to my YouTube channel Programming Expert. So guys, today we will learn how to install and configure React.js in Laravel. So in this tutorial, we will not go in any theoretical details in depth, but definitely I will create another video covering the topic like what is React.js, what are the features of React.js, why we use React.js, what are the advantages of React.js, and why React.js is popular among these days. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. So, Mac user can open the terminal and the Windows user can open the PowerShell or command prompt. So, let me open terminal as I am using Mac. So, for installing Laravel, we will require Composer. So in my case, I have already installed the Composer in my system. So if you have already installed Composer, then it's good. Otherwise, you can check my previous video to install the Composer in Mac, Windows and Linux system. You can find the link in the description. So to check the Composer is installed or not in your system, you can easily execute the Composer dash dash version command. So here you can see when I executed the composer dash dash version command, I got the actual version of the composer that is which is installed in my system. So with the help of composer dash dash version command, you can check the version of the composer or easily identify the composer is installed in your system or not. So for installing Laravel, you have to go to the directory where you want to install the Laravel. So I want to install the Laravel in my mamp ht docs folder. So here we have to write a command composer create dash project laravel slash laravel and name of the folder in which you want to install the Laravel framework. So um, I want to install the Laravel framework in Laravel folder. So I am writing Laravel here. Now you can see the installation process has been started. It can take few minutes depending on the speed of your internet. It's taking too much time to download. So, guys, you can see Laravel framework has been installed. So, let's open this in the browser to verify it's installed properly or not. So, first of all, I have to start MAMP server. So here you can see Laravel instance has been loaded, so it is installed and working properly. In the next step, we will create a virtual host. So let's create a virtual host for the MAMP user. So in the MAMP folder, there is a conf folder, and in the conf folder, there is a folder Apache. In the Apache, you have to open httpd conf file. So in this file, you have to search directory and change this allow override none to allow override all. Then you have to search vhost and uncomment this. You can simply uncomment this by removing the hash. Now save it. Now open extra folder and open the httpd-vhost.conf file. So in this file we have to create a virtual host. So let's copy this. So for now we just need two things: document root and server name. So here we have to pass the URL of our projects. So in my case, the path of the project is applications mamp htdocs laravel public, and here you have to pass the host name. So let's use laravel dot dev. So mamp by default uses double eight port, so let's pass double eight port here. And for the XAMPP and WAMP users, there is no need to change the port, as by default XAMPP and WAMP uses the 80 port. So let's save it. Now after saving, you have to restart your MAMP server. For the XAMPP and WAMP users, I will create a video to teach how to set up a virtual host in XAMPP and WAMP. One last thing though, uh, you have to open your terminal and type sudo vi or vim or nano, whatever editor you want to use, to edit the etc hosts file. It will prompt you for the password. Press I button to insert. You just enter the name of the domain that you have written here, that is laravel.dev. So it should be 127.0.0.1 laravel.dev, or the domain name that you have entered in the at the time of creating the virtual host. So for saving this file, you have to press the escape button, then colon wq. Now open the browser and enter the domain that you have created. It's redirecting to the https. Might be it exists. So let's change it to laravel.test. Applications map, pastry docs, laravel, public. I don't know why it was not working earlier. We'll check later. So now you can see the Laravel page rendered. Now in the third step, we will install the Laravel UI framework. So for installing this, we have to execute a composer command in the terminal. The command is composer require laravel slash UI. Let's open the project in editor. Before installing this Laravel UI package, you can't execute the PHP artisan UI commands. Uh, Let me show you. I've opened another terminal tab. So so you can see here command UI is not defined. So you can easily you can execute the UI PHP artisan commands once this package is installed in your system. It's taking too much time. So basically, this Laravel UI package, doesn't dictate which JS or CSS preprocessor you use. It does provide a basic starting point using uh, some popular frameworks like React, Vue, Bootstrap that will be helpful for many applications. And by default, Laravel uses npm to install both uh, these frame these front-end packages, right? So you can see this Laravel UI package has been installed, and now we can execute the PHP artisan UI commands. Uh, my bad. I have installed the Laravel UI package outside the Laravel folder. So we have installed it in the Laravel folder where we have installed the Laravel framework. So now I am in the I am inside the Laravel folder, and here I have to install the Laravel UI package. But you can see the command UI is not defined error is still coming as the UI package is not installed yet. So let's install it. Let's run the command again. Composer require Laravel slash UI. Oops, I got the allowed memory size fatal error. We need to extend the composer memory, so we can easily extend it using composer underscore memory underscore limit equal to -1. I'm using -1 here to define the unlimited memory, and then type the command again, composer require Laravel UI. Actually, we don't require this Laravel UI package uh, to install the React. We have some other methods also to install the React.js, but we are using this for the faster development. I will explain you later in this video what I mean. So this Laravel UI package has been installed. Now we can execute the PHP artisan UI commands. Now you can see these are the available options for the PHP artisan UI command. So in the resources folder, you can see in the resources JS folder there is no component folder. So when we execute the PHP artisan UI react command, so inside the JS folder there will be, so in there will create a component folder inside the resources JS. So let's execute the command PHP artisan UI react. So it will ask to run npm install and npm run dev. So now you can see this components folder has been created and one example.js component file is created here. So we will discuss this later. So now you have to execute the npm install command. So npm install will create a node modules directory here and install all the node packages inside the node modules directory. So before executing the npm init command, you have to install the node.js. For installing node.js, uh, you have to go to the browser and type node.js download. You can easily search it in Google and open the first official link, that is nodejs.org/en/download, and click here to download the Windows installer. For the Mac users can click here. So once you download it, you just have to follow the instructions to install it. So it's very easy and it's very easy to install. In my case, I have already installed it. So once you install the node.js, you can simply verify it by using the node dash dash version command, and you can verify the npm version by typing npm dash dash version command. So let's execute npm init command, sorry, npm install command. So this will load all the node packages inside the node modules directory. Now here you can see node modules directory has been created and all the node packages inside this node modules directory. So for example, if you want to see the bootstrap library, so here is all the bootstrap libraries. So now in the third step, we will render the React page here. So as we all know that if we execute any URL in the browser, it will go to the routes web.php. So here it's returning, it's rendering welcome view. So let's go to the welcome view that is inside resources views folder. So for rendering the uh, React page, React component, we have to modify this template, or we can easily create a new template. So for now, let's modify it. So I am removing the unused part that is not required. So these style tags are not required, and uh, all the content of the body part it is not required. So let's remove it. So we just need to include two files. So let's execute this first. Now you can see the page is blank, only title is showing. Let's change the title to React, Laravel React. So first of all, we have to include a CSS file. So we have to include this resources CSS app.css file, and we will use the mix helper here for scaffolding. For scaffolding. And the second file we will include is the app.js file, which is inside the JS directory, that is app.js. Now we have included these two files. So when we execute the URL in the browser, it will go to the routes web.php, then it will render the welcome view. Inside the welcome view, we have include this app.css file, which is an empty file, and include the app.js file, which contains bootstrap library and components example.file. So in the components example.js, you can see the React code here. So if you have a knowledge of React code, then fine. Otherwise, I will explain it in brief in my upcoming videos. So for now, let's get some basic understanding. So in the last, you can see there is a if condition document dot get element by id example react dom render example document dot get element by id example. So if in this welcome.blade.php there is a HTML section, HTML tag, which ID is example, then in that HTML tag, React will render this code. Okay, so in this file, in this blade, in this layout, there is no example, there is no tag that ID is which ID is example. So let's create a div and pass the ID example. Close the div. Let's run uh, npm run dev command to compile and build. So you can see resolve URL loader. So resolve URL loader was missing inside the node packages, so it has been installed now. Now we have to execute the command once again, npm run dev. So you can see the compile process is started. Now you can see compiled successfully and Laravel makes build successful. Now execute. Now refresh this page and you can see the example component. I am an example component that is written that is returning by this example function. So let's change it. Now compile again. Execute it. You can see the latest changes here. So let's make it in a proper way or a systematic way. So I think we should not use the example ID here. Let's change it to root. Also in the welcome dot blade, change it to root. Change the file name to layout or whatever you want. And in the routes, change the layout name. And you can pass the URI here, which is a optional parameter. So whatever you write in the URL, it will go to the this layout page by default. So let's compile this again. Now you can see the code is working. Pass anything to the URI, it will redirect to the same page. Okay, so in the next upcoming tutorials, uh, we will learn more about React and Laravel. So if you guys didn't subscribe my channel yet, so please subscribe it and press the bell icon so you can instantly get the notification of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. One last thing. So I told you that we are using Laravel UI package for the faster development. So that Laravel UI package is not required. We can install the React.js by using the npm or yarn, or and we can simply create the components manually. So I have used the UI package because I don't want to create these components manually and don't want to write the React code initially, but later we will write the React code, as currently we don't have, as currently most of the users don't have the basic understanding of the React. So we will learn React from scratch in my upcoming videos. So thanks for watching guys. Have a nice day.